Good afternoon, guys. This is Guenet Gittens-Roberts. I am Gittens-Roberts, and I am in Miami. I'm in South Florida. Let's be clear, South Florida from Miami Carnival, and I'm here with Kalalloo Alliance Media Network, and we're collaborating from now on. We're producing something called Caribbean American Passport Presents, their live coverage of Miami Carnival weekend. And what's going to happen is over the next 2 days, you'll see what happens when we come to town. Because I don't just come to town by myself. I bring my family, my friends, my team. It's a huge group of us. And of course, sitting with me now to just kick off this segment is my good friend Sonia Noel, one of the best Caribbean designers in my mind. And she came up from Guyana, timed with us to join us in that. Sonia, thank you for joining me.
Thank you. You know, when Caribbean Passport is in the house, some things happen, great things happen. I was really looking forward. I really was looking forward to coming. And it's such a beautiful day, isn't it?
What? It's been a beautiful weekend.
Yes.
I mean, I was supposed to meet you at a couple of things, Bitsy and all of that stuff, and you went to some. We tried to get together.
Schedule was just like, the last few days have been hectic but
productive. And so before we start chatting, because we could just
talk forever.
Like Anthony, the producer behind the scenes, asked how long could you guys do for the segment? I said, easily an hour.
Anthony said we have to time you.
But I just want to give you guys a bit of history about us, right? So I'm Guyanese, Sonia's Guyanese. We never met in Guyana, but I have followed her work over the years.
What you guys were doing.
And it's probably about, maybe 6 years ago that we connected. And what I have to give thanks and say that I love her patience and her non-judgmental way with regards to me. But I think it's because she is creative like I am. She's doing a lot of stuff. So she understands. So Sonia, tell everyone a little bit about your story, because Guenet, I'm Caribbean American Passport publisher. We're going digital. There's a lot I'll talk about. But today we're here to talk about you, your story, to Kalalloo Network and to Tempo TV and all of the folks across the Caribbean and the Caribbean diaspora that's going to be seeing this.
I know most of the Caribbean countries, when you hear Sonia Noel, you think of fashion all the time because within 26 years, actually. Yes. But I'm also an author. I am part of the John Maxwell team. And I'm also, when they say I'm a philanthropist, still for the great work that I do. For me, it doesn't matter what profit you make, it has to have purpose.
I like that.
And every piece of garment that anybody that has bought from me, you have contributed without even knowing to a philanthropic project. That's part of that goes to feeding the kids on the street, or orphanages, or so many other things. And I think beauty inside out, outside in. I'm on that mission to just encourage as much people as possible to live their best lives, to find out why they were born. And that's why I'm writing my books.
So wait, I'm gonna pull it back a bit, because I'm gonna speak to them as if they don't know anything about you, because now we're going beyond my Facebook page. My Facebook page is all the way in the back, like behind all these cameras. The folks on my Facebook page know you very well. But the folks here, I mean, like, this is now going to Temple. The Caribbean knows you very well because of all of the work you've done as a designer. And so I want to start there. Like, was that really coming out of school and everything? Was that like your first thing?
I'm glad that you asked that question, because coming from Bartica, which is a little, but that was a town, was a village. I can remember saying.
I just want to interject. Bartica is a village, but I have never met more people here than from Bartica. Every time I say to another, yeah, Bartica.
Yeah, and we don't dream of just having that dream of one day being a designer. I can remember when I was in fourth form and they were asking us what we wanted to do. And I said, I want to be a designer. So the teacher looked at me funny, but I didn't even think years ago she told me she thought I was dreaming, because I'm in a mining town.
A mining town, a little, like what's 1 square mile that you can get to by road.
Yes, it used to be all right on river.
River. So she probably really was like, no, how do you even really understand about fashion? Is that mean that? And you
Well,
want
I
to be
think, I think, like we all were born with gifts and talents. And as far as back, I was like 9 years old, I can remember being in school and having people and teaching them how to do hair wraps and do dolly clothing and stuff, right?
Yeah.
How to paper with our dolls, right? So being creative was always me. But my mom's a seamstress.
ah,
I think the influence came from there also because I pick up my little cloth and I do my own thing. And then I had a aunt that was a fashionista. Oh my God, she dressed like, One day I went and I was counting her shoes, everything was matching. And I was like, oh, one day we love to have so many shoes. She used to do that. Then when things couldn't fit her, I would get them naughty and I would look, how can I say
nice.
yes? So I think the influence come from back here. So it was always me and being creative, but I also like to cook and not just cook. I like to create things on the plate also, like the presentation,
Okay.
right? So the arts was always in me. Even when I was a school teacher,
I never knew you were a school teacher. So, okay, good. I learned a lot today.
yeah, I embarked in the high school there. When I go back, people would say, Miss or teacher Sonia, we would always say, why did you call me teacher Sonia? I said, I was a teacher from 18 to 20, for 2 years I taught at the high school, and the kids were just a few years younger.
Yeah, I love that. I thought that a lot of my years.
Younger, but that really wasn't a career calling for me. The education officer told me you need to give back to the community. I said 2 years I'm giving you guys, and that's it.
Okay.
So it was a bit of wanting to give back to the community. But I must say, during that process, I learned so much. And, detaching from those kids after 2 years was very, very difficult. And then I had so many parents who were calling, oh, my child is dreaming because you tell you believe, they're believing in them, and what other things like that.
So you coordinate them like that. And I love that.
Will come and say, especially if you got something special, will call, can I spend some time with you? And during the break and so on, I would give them reasons why they need to push a little more.
This is your 20?
18. Yeah. So because I knew that I was shy, because I saw so many of them being very shy. Right? Listen, that's what I was shy. We're gonna talk about confidence becomes you in one of the other segments, but honestly, I look at them and I was like, I'm that girl that didn't want to say her name. I don't believe it now. I was that girl that when people come to our house, I would go inside. Just to avoid saying anything to anyone. Yeah, a lot of people don't believe it.
I'm in shock. Yeah.
So when I saw that and I saw how they were struggling, I knew talking to them would help them because what they saw in me, and they could say, I can be that. And even when I go to schools now, when I talk to kids at schools, I go all over Guyana, and I talk to schools, one of the things I share with them is my confidence journey, and the other thing is failure because I failed in school.
Okay. Oh my. I thought I knew Sonia. Wow, this is so much.
Yeah, failure does not make you failure.
Yeah.
And so I had in one instant, I was in London after speaking to it was like 600 kids. And one of them came to me and she said, I am not ashamed anymore. She said, I failed. And every time I go to school, I feel so embarrassed. But looking at what you've become and you fail. So your story is not for you, it's to inspire someone else.
Oh my God, I love it. Love it.
It's to inspire someone else.
Okay, so, take me from school teacher. You finished with that. I like to know, I love, now Anthony is still let's be our own.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do then is, I love that. We started off in Bartica. We're going to take a pause. I will come back. And then you'll explain that.
Because we have many rivers to cross.
Yes.
Delicioso, 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 delicioso.
V Plus Energy. With 5 fruits, 5 vegetables, 5 vitamins, you no longer have to sacrifice your health for energy. Drink V Plus. Healthy energy. No sacrifice.
I used to watch BET, MTV, VH1, now I watch Tempo. Soca, Calypso, Reggae Dancehall. Don't stall, better get tuned in to the Tempo. Don't have cable, they got an app. Go to your app store, download that. Whether it's tourism, cuisine, or the social scenes, if it ain't Tempo, it's a rap. Who got the Caribbean views? Tempo. It's the latest in Caribbean news. Tempo. You tryna cook Caribbean food? Tempo. You know they got the music videos too. Tempo. Who got the Caribbean Caribbean views. Tempo. Mr. Latest in Caribbean news. Tempo. You tryna cook Caribbean food? Tempo. You know they got the music videos too. Tempo.
Today we're taking a little vacation on the west end of St. Croix, visiting a seaside restaurant called the Beachside Cafe here at Sandcastles on the Beach.
The atmosphere is just wonderful.
You just feel very welcome when you're here.
Hi! I'd like to introduce Chris and Ted, who are the owners of Beachside Cafe and also Sandcastles on the Beach. This is amazing!
Thank you.
Sandcastle on the Beach is quiet and friendly, relaxing.
I often entertain guests, and this is the one place I always try to bring people.
Tell us a little bit about the hotel.
Well, the hotel is a 25-room hotel. We have 10 different room types within that. We also have, of course, our greatest asset, the ocean out there, which our side of the island is very calm typically. So it's the best swimming beach and also great for snorkeling.
And just walking, doing a nice walking beach tour.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Best beach access is right here, so we love them.
And we're also fortunate we have just up the way Sandy Point National Park, and then Frederickstead Town is just a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're really fortunate to be in this perfect spot.
ATL runs on V Plus Energy. We love our home and our people. We at V Plus made it our mission to provide healthy energy to our city, so that's what we did, and you all love it. 5 fruits, 5 vegetables, 5 vitamins. It's healthy, tasty energy. But don't just take my word. Listen for yourself.
Man, I tried a lot of energy drinks. It tastes good. That's one of the biggest things. Refreshing, and it's not too strong. So I like it, man.
People, it's Alexander Aperture, the commercial king, and check this out, man. We're here with V Plus Energy. Look, you try to get your energy up. You out here at a competition like this, man. Field day. You're gonna need something to get a little extra kick, man. Make sure you get that V Plus Energy. That way.
Hey, what's up? It's Sonia Noel, and we are checking in with the B Plus Energy drink. This drink is amazing. I love that it don't give you the jitters, the energy you need. If you haven't tried it, please check it out.
This drink is very good. I like the beach flavor.
And so far, I'm trying to see if the energy kicks in.
I guess that energy kicked in. Now it's time to get you some. Visit drinkvplus.com.
So, Sonia, we're off now. You finished teaching. You've wrenched yourself away from the kids. And now, what's next? What was it that you went on to?
You know, leaving Bartica, it was one of those things that, you born somewhere, you have that connection. But I always knew there was something bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So although I love my hometown, I was like, I'm going to venture out of there. So people are like, you have such a comfortable life here. Because, the part that I didn't mention, after teaching, that girl that had so much promise took a dive. I got pregnant, and I got my daughter. And then I was in that position where I didn't even know where I was, just to be the child.
Yeah.
Right. So I think, you know, looking at her being broke and broken at the same time, what I think on my aha moment was when she became very, very ill, and I didn't have money to take her to private hospital. And she had gastro, and the child next to her died in the hospital, in her crib. And I was like, she was a year and 6 months.
Wow.
So I was like 21 to 22. And I felt there was time after that feel it was then. Wow, oh my gosh. I was like, look, I brought this child into this world. And I can remember that day I was like, Sonia, you promised her. You promised her, because when she was born, I said, baby, it's just the two of us. Because the dad was not in her life. Right?
Okay.
And I said, I have to find a way. I have to find a way to give this girl a good life.
Yeah.
And God, I'm looking back, it had to have been God that navigated that way.
Yeah.
And you know, she was actually in the line after her because Marissa's design first. Because when I started a shop before my own clothing line and stuff, I started selling on the street. I started buying stuff and selling it.
So you left Bartica and you went to which part?
Into the city, but before
To
the shop, I had a shop. So before that shop, I would get into the boat and go over the river and going on the river areas and buy.
So you would create the stuff. No, you would buy and sell.
Yes, I started that. But before the stuff I knew was my stuff. I would be like, oh, what you wear? Really?
So what would you go? You would go from Bartica
to Carnival and those places, the outlying areas.
Really?
In a little boat.
I don't think I know anybody else in that. You did that? Really?
And I would say, yeah. I did that. A lot of people, sometimes they only see the glamour of the Sonia that became. But that those were my business. Then after I said, you know, I want my have a little shop. And I rented a little space and I started going there and selling and stuff like that. But I would always just wear what I wanted to wear.
So you rented a little space in Bartica?
In Bartica, yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, Bartica is a mining town.
Yes.
So essentially, when everybody come out with the gold, then that was like the first stop.
Some of them
right?
into the city, they just went back.
Yes,
They spent all their money.
They spent all their money in Bartica. But it was still a very small town.
Very small town. And when it's just nothing like having a dream and having a vision, having that faith that it's going to get better. And then I got my second daughter at 25.
Okay.
Then I decided, you know, I needed better, especially education-wise for my daughters. You know, I wanted them to have that opportunity. And I decided to take a leap of faith again, many rivers to cross. And I told my mom, I said, I'm going to go to the city. And by then, I started doing my own stuff. People started, like, you know, in the community buying from me and stuff. But I was no big name. Nobody knew anything about it. And then I went to the city. I was like, okay, Sonia, you're in the city. What are you going to do in terms of that breakthrough into that fashion industry? They had no stage there for like young designers like me.
No.
They had no outlet, right? So it was just like what I could remember the first show.
Who was the big designers at the time?
Derek and Pat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this cancer, we're going to show somebody that I used to, you'd be great to show on that, right? And actually, I have some pictures I'll share with you. It was Mary Monmouth.
Okay.
And then I got there and I'm really shy and people my body. And people love my response. And I was like, oh my God, you have my work, you want to buy it, you know? By that time, I left a very big house in market to come in a small place to rent in the city. And that is how I was like, well, every day, I wouldn't even see the space I'm in. Every day, my mind was where I wanted to go.
Wow. And where were you thinking you wanted to go?
Where I was thinking I wanted to go is like, first of all, establish in Guyana. I said, okay. And I said, I was like, I want to keep a big show. Hear me now. I said, I want to keep a very big show. I want to do that in Pegasus. The time Pegasus was a big deal. Yes. I said, I want to have a Pegasus. So people around here like, a big show in Pegasus is like a big. I said, no, I want to do the best. I don't want to. At that, I'm telling you, oh my gosh. I was like, yes. And I started getting some of the models at Maryland Mall. Vivian, I know she's still models. They've been that for something years. She's still with me. And I was like, yes, I need some other models. And then we started doing auditions. And the interest started going. And then, oh my gosh.
And that was kind of, because that was the wrong way. That was like the 80s, maybe?
Yeah, that was, I would have been, let's see, Mariska would have been, Mariska born in 91.
Okay, so
in the 90s, late 90s. Okay. 98, 97, 98, somewhere there. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yes. And girl, I didn't see that day at the Pegasus. Because I said, okay, I have to get like 100 outfits. Artie Cameron actually was just a little girl.
Wow.
And I said, I have to get like 100 outfits because it's a whole show. But that show was so, oh my God,
This now is how long after you left Barton to George?
That was a few years after.
Yeah, so
It wasn't like long because that's the thing, it had to be God that navigated because it was like that little like the main school that they had like was small town girl making it big in the fashion world.
That was the headline?
Yeah.
Small town girl
making
making it in the fashion world.
And I'm like, there's a group started noticing, who is this girl? Who is this Sonia Noel? You know, it's like this big show that they have in the papers and all of that. I'm telling you, there's nothing like believing that you can. And I think people get sponsorship and all of that, you know, that kind of thing. And from then, as I said, the rest is history. I saw myself, but one of the things that I was very, very conscious of is doing well. And I'm a very, 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 very first show, it was for charity. Part of it was I've been with Josh Wells for 20 years, right? And I said, you know, I know what it is like not to have. Okay. And I said I wanted to have something new. I wanted to have like new clothing to sleep in and mattresses and that was when I went and read that. I have one of the pictures. When they put on it, they didn't want to sleep. She said they didn't want to sleep because they've never had anything new. It was always things that people wore before. And she sent her a photographer. And you see their little faces and they're just like, so they've never worn anything new. This is mine. I'm sitting on a new sheet. I'm sitting on a new clothing. And I'm telling you, that just reignited my passion for philanthropy and to do well. So every single fashion event and a cause is always attached to it. I love that. Always attached to it. So I knew that this journey that I'm going to go on, it's going to be a philanthropic brand. Even if I don't say it a lot, that is what it is. And
I know we're live, as we said. And so of course this is Miami Carnival weekend. And so I'll pause for 1 second and have Kadeem, you guys just pop in really quickly because we said we're gonna do this live. Come guys. Who came to the door? So yes, they're just back from Juve. Just back from Juve.
It was good. I'm tired.
There's no space to be tired because you guys have to come and do full seconds. Come into the You are on camera. Kiefer.
We already got a million photos of you, so it's the same thing.
She has been working for the last couple of days. Wow. This one's phone was lost.
You got it back?
The lady kept calling her mom and being
God's favorite. That's only his favorite.
So that out of our friends, we have 5 minutes and then we're going to put you guys in. 5 minutes, y'all. Out of our friend, go into the kitchen and let's all go. I brought for you a chocolate. Go to the pool yet. I need you guys to like that. But no loudness. Bye. No, I need you guys to like that and then go to the pool. But make sure nobody comes in the front door. And again, we said we're like, this is carnival season. This is what it's like. And for me, like I said, intentionally building something. My intention is to build something that my kids like, and that they're comfortable hanging with us and enjoying the work and everything.
And they do.
They really do. They do.
That's our passion because sometimes
I'm gonna have to ask you guys to be quiet back in there. Thank you.
Sometimes you have a passion for something your kids don't, so it's a blessing when you have equally the same passion.
Yes.
There are people sent to Guenet to the Carnival.
They've gone on all of that stuff. But so let's finish up your segment. So now you started off, and we're gonna come to because here. Yeah. So yeah, we can do this for 5 hours. But we're gonna come back now to your career has taken off. I remember seeing you start with news and all of that. We're gonna talk about all of that.
Time. It has a different meaning in the U.S. Virgin Islands. It goes backwards, forwards, it stops. St. Croix is rooted in history. So much of it still remains untouched.
I remember running on these streets as a kid. This shop was right down there. It opened the same year I was born. This is where the original Clusian hook was born. It's the symbol of these islands. And I wanted to have my hands in that very same history. I want to be able to pass it down to my family while still putting a new spin on it.
The U.S. Virgin Islands, we have an amazing culture that developed over time from all over the world.
St. John feels so untouched. Being underwater is like another world. There's no worries, there's no stress. I can just escape. This is my happy place. My passion for scuba diving came at just being fascinated with the water and wanting to be a mermaid. And this is the closest thing I can get to achieving mermaid status. Canadians just love being outdoorsy. We live for adventure, so we love anything hiking, being on the water, diving, snorkeling, and St. John has it all.
It's like some spirit is protecting the island and keeping them raw. The Makujumbi watches over the island. From up there, they keep the evil spirits away. The nightlife in St. Thomas is absolutely amazing. There's always something going on. Everyone comes together to dance and catch a vibe. We're always celebrating. We celebrate freedom, culture, the food, the smell, the music. It's always a celebration. The people here are probably the most priceless thing because they keep the culture going. There's so many different influences on these islands. Food from all kinds of countries coming together in new dishes. All of us came from somewhere, but all of we call this home. The VI is a new melting pot. This is where the past and the future comes together.
I used to watch BET, MTV, VH1, now I watch Tempo. Soca, Calypso, Reggae Dance Hall. Don't stall, better get tuned in to the tempo. Don't have cable, they got an app. Go to your app store, download that. Whether it's tourism, cuisine, or the social scenes, if it ain't Tempo, it's a rap. Who got the Caribbean views? Tempo. It's the latest in Caribbean news. Tempo. You tryna cook Caribbean food? Tempo. You know they got the music videos too. Tempo. Who got the Caribbean views? Tempo. It's the latest in Caribbean news. Tempo. You tryna cook Caribbean food? Tempo. You know they got the music videos too. Tempo.
So now you had the big show, the Pegasus. I don't know, well, how RT Cameron, that she just named it, big deal.
Yeah, I mean, she's just a cute little girl that, look at her. I'm so proud of her.
But so you had that big show, and So now, what was the next goal?
Well,
Because
exactly.
I don't
The
heard.
next goal was definitely to concentrate on marketing the brand and everything else. But in the midst of that, I also knew that I had to find a way to somehow to have stuff to other designers like myself, the struggle that I had. But I knew I couldn't do that right away.
Yes.
In 2005, flood came, devastated everything I had, and I moved to Barbados.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, my factory had a small factory and everything. It devastated it.
Well, wait, before that move then, I will talk about the fact that you, because I remember seeing your stuff in Sabbath News, like you didn't just design, you did PR around your designs. Because I was living over here by then. So I don't know you, like when I was going to Guenet, I knew of course Packers and London, a lot of Packers fashion shows, and then my mom's friend is I don't even want to say that, I don't remember the name, but that's age happening. But I didn't know you as a designer when I left there. But out here, I started reading about you and seeing about Sonia Noel. You had a lot of PR. Talk about a little bit about that.
I think part of it was positioning. I knew that I had to position myself, and part of it is my work spoke for itself.
Okay.
And the media would call me. They started calling me, and I said, "Oh, but then I wasn't, of course, like NTN and so on. They had to want me to dress people. And it's like, and again, at first I used to like kind of run interviews, like run really come interviews, and then after I was like, no, I have to face the camera.
Nice.
This here is not behind the scenes. This is out there.
Yes.
So I had to condition my mind to. I had to consider my mindset, and I had to find ways of building me, of making the best version of me. And when we having 2 kids, it was challenging a lot of times because then I started traveling overseas with my work. Then I have my 2 little girls, and then I would have to kind of, because I knew back then I was trying to find balance. Because I grew older and wiser, I realized there's a blend, there's no balance.
Right? Can't have it all.
Yeah,
you can have it all.
Yeah, blend possible.
Yes.
Thank God my 2 girls, they understood the reason that I was building a career. They kind of want to be there for them. The times of graduation, this and that, I had to be out of the country.
Yes.
And in the Caribbean, I started getting a lot of attention.
Okay.
Yeah, invited to different shows, Caribbean Fashion Week and all that. And when 2005 happened, it was a really wake-up moment for me. And sometimes you don't see things coming, but I didn't see coming. And I was like, okay, maybe there's a time to.
Well, you gotta explain what happened.
The flood devastated. 2005 flood was really, people died.
Yes.
And my machines, all my
and it's so random because there flood that goes that. Yes.
Get a flood and go down, but 2005 was devastating. And then I just had to go to one by myself and said, okay, Sonia, what do you do now? I said, maybe this is time for a change. Maybe this is telling me I need a change. Suriname and Barbados, I had the most client base in the Caribbean. I said, Suriname, language barrier. Not only that, flying to other places is fine.
It's hard.
Yes. That's true. To Barbados. And I said, I told my mom, I said, keep my kids for 6 months. Back to Bartica, they had to go back to Bartica. They were like, they have friends and so on.
Yeah.
So this is a sacrifice. I'm going to Barbados to set up stuff. I had to get place, I had to get what I did is like had to be, very thing of the money that I spent. So the place that I had to live in, I converted one of the rooms into.
I love it. And I love the story that people are gonna get and understand is, as they say, how do you eat an elephant 1 bite at a time? First, Georgetown was your big city goal.
Yes.
Then conquer that. Barbados is your big city goal. It would have been almost impossible for you from Bartica to go straight to Barbados. So that's a good
stage.
That's what let people understand.
Stages. And when as we climb that ladder and as we get for that mountain top, and along that mountain top, we're going to find rough patches to get to the top. But if the mountain was full, we couldn't climb it.
Yes.
So along the way, all the challenges, I use that as a grip to get to the next, and the next, and the next. And I'm honest, in Barbados, I still consider it my second home. I was with for 5 years. And it's during that time, Guyana Fashion Week was working.
Oh.
Yes, and when I was in Barbados, I was like, because when I traveled, like, only dance design out here. There's much more, and I knew the challenges I had.
Yes.
Spending my own money going on these shows, going on these expos.
People don't understand that part. Yes.
And there's a Ghana Fashion Week. I went back to Ghana. I had a meeting with some people that I thought were like-minded. Then I was, I had that Ghana already, that's too big for Ghana. I said, okay then, all right. Because I actually wanted to work behind the scenes and get it done, not really head the committee.
Yes.
So I appointed people to head the committee. That didn't work.
Yes.
So I just had to roll my sleeves up, went in there, still living in Barbados, and said, this is not happening. Because I know there are many, many talented people out there that need that platform. If I can bring certain media to Guyana,
yes,
we can do this.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it was.
So for
a
me,
lot of careers were too.
yes, I do know that. And for me, looking back, it looked to me like, okay, I knew of Guyanese designers, right? But you were the first Guyanese designer I knew. And I want to say that, people, because I don't know if anybody else did. So I'm not saying this is exactly. And I'm saying for me, you were the first Guyanese designer that I thought of as Sonia Noel as a Caribbean designer. That's how I thought of you. That's how I thought of you more than Sonia Noel, a Guyanese designer.
Yeah, and that sentiments echo by many, and I feel very blessed to do that because, like, as I go around, like, Donna Hinkson would be like, Sonia, when I come back to St. Lucia, I get messages from people. So, like, she actually wore my stuff at the Grammy. Boo Hinkson is her husband, and they were at the Grammy. And Boo said, he was wearing, I think, from one of the big designers' outfit, and he's like, everybody's asking her what she's wearing. It was one of those red outfits. Yeah, it was like one of the full lattice work. She said, Sonia, I saw my everybody's like, what? Because it was different.
Yes.
And Shivani, so she wore my stuff to the Emmys, right? So that little country girl.
Yes.
And and again, it just shows again that anything is possible. That you just have to. And then, like for me, it doesn't feel like work, and that's when the purpose.
Yes.
And you know that you are functioning in a way that one of the reasons God created you. Because I wake up in the morning and I look forward to creating. I look forward to not just creating, I look forward to whose life can I touch today?
Yes.
Because like when we started that program, the designers for the young designers, I can know one of the senior designers ask me, why are you going to be grooming competition for yourself? Oh my God.
They don't know
bigger than that. They don't
understand.
Exactly.
And again, now because you drop a nugget, I'm going to use this option to say this. Guys, get rid of that mindset. Get rid of that so much. Because here it is. Think of how many people there are in the world.
Okay, now.
Right? We don't have to compete with each other. There's really enough for everyone. And I don't know if you ever had the mentality of there's competition, right? Because I did at times. I like to compete with folks, and then once I'm past that, it helps me to sometimes fuel until I realize, I compete with myself.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but sometimes there's that extra spark. If somebody, not that I'm competing with them, if they think that they're competing with me in that sense, I'm like, oh, I like this a little bit. It eggs me on a little more, but it's never based on they are coming to take what's mine.
And that's just the easiest part. When you think
so
like that,
much.
it's easy to partner and collaborate.
Yeah.
Because I believe in collaboration. You get forward faster.
Yes.
And right now I'm collaborating with the Nigerian designer. Yeah.
So I wanted to break and see that piece. It's life changing when you just open that into your life. That there's a lot, because there really is. And
there's enough for everyone.
There's enough for everyone.
And even the stage of that, I talked about philanthropy earlier. The stage of Fashion Week, I think there's always a cause attached to that too. A cause
So look at it. We're almost at the 10-minute again.
Oh, geez,
so, but that's going to be the next segment.
Oh
wow!
We have shown other pieces yet. Wow!
This is what we needed to do.
There's more.
This is what we needed to do. There's more to come, guys.
Get up and get going with V Plus Energy. Challenge yourself and your friends to get up every day and get going. Grab your favorite V Plus flavor and tackle the day. Get excited and get energized with V Plus. It's made with 100% real fruits and veggies. There's no way you could crash, unlike other traditional energy drinks that you don't know what the hell is in there. Chemicals and other unpronounceable ingredients that you wouldn't give to your mama. Get V Plus. Healthy energy with none of the sacrifice. Get going at drinkvplus.com.
I used to watch BET, MTV, VH1, now I watch Tempo. Soca, Calypso, Reggae Dance Hall. Don't stall, better get tuned in to the tempo. Don't have cable, they got an app. Go to your app store, download that. Whether it's tourism, cuisine, or the social scenes, if it ain't Tempo, it's a rap. Who got the Caribbean views? Tempo. Mr. Latest in Caribbean news? Tempo. You tryna cook Caribbean food? Tempo. You know they got the music videos too? Tempo. Who got the Caribbean views? Tempo. Mr. Latest in Caribbean news? Tempo. You tryna cook Caribbean food? Tempo. You know they got the music videos too? Tempo.
So Sonia, we're our last 15-minute section. I don't know and we have closed the show, but I do want to just talk a little bit about, you know, what you did in the Caribbean. I want to touch on that just a little bit. And when you pivoted again during COVID, and now, guys, instead of where did she go after the Caribbean? She went to the motherland.
Yeah,
so now let's
the Caribbean ceremony started, of course, Toronto and London and the United States.
Okay.
Yes, and then to motherland.
So I like it. I mean, like, okay, you didn't just jump across continents and across the world like that. You really did from the Caribbean over to the US, Canada, you did London. And I love how someone does the US. You kind of go to where your friends are, different cities, and you know, a lot of people who look at the fashion show at my house, and I know you do it at different friends and stuff, they love it. Love
The
it.
reception was amazing. Feedback, absolutely amazing. Yeah. And that's why next year we're doing a real full-fledged show.
Full show and Women's Expo and all of that stuff. So this collaboration we've been building for years.
Now it's next level.
Next level. Next level.
And you know, like talking about going to cities, even my book tour, 14 cities in the United States. So my book tour, my first book with intention. People were like, how did you do that?
Hear that? Living with intention. So understand this is how she's crafted out her life.
Yes, because then we have to look, when you live with intention, but the intention is not enough. The action that goes with the intention, that is what gives the real results. So you have to think about taking action, that is where it is. And then sometimes taking action can feel uncomfortable. I can tell you that. But finding a
Your
way,
comfort zone is
find
your
a way
comfort
so you
zone.
can grow in your comfort zone.
And I love the fact that my interest is growth. I mean, like, I have to be challenged. The people who surround us, they have to be challenged. They have to be. Isn't it a wonderful thing?
To see others grow with you. I mean, that is reason to celebrate. And that's why along this journey, I mean, I always people know, even when I wrote my book, I said, I invite others, do not do an anthology. I want you to tell your story. Because your story.
That's true. That was actually great. I
Yeah,
remember
women across
that.
borders, then we had men across borders. And then
Yes.
imagine working
How
on
many
my children's book now. 10 books now.
2 kids.
Yeah.
International career and of 11.
And you know, I think for me, one of the things that that gives me so much more pleasure is accepting people to win from the inside.
Win from the inside.
I have a number of courses in Company Becomes You. I have the Thoughts Challenge. I have developed the best you because going and do John Maxwell, I'm part of the John Maxwell team also.
Wow.
Yes.
How do you find the time?
Because I believe if I
have the course,
I have to grow me first.
But
I have to grow me first if I want to get anybody to grow themselves.
Absolutely.
I have to want to lead me first before I expect anybody to for me to lead anyone else, right? So I have to have that carve that time of growth.
Yes.
And you get time to do what you want to do. You get time to do the things.
I have friends who tell me that.
Yeah.
I know that you do the things you want.
Yeah.
And so you're right. So I am intentional.
And some of my friends,
relationships.
people that are close to me, said, "You good at connecting, staying connected." And like most of the time, "When, how are you doing?" Right? And then sometimes you answer some days later, you answer, I said, "Look, you know what? She's busy."
You really are. Listen, y'all. Yeah, this is not judging and debating and being okay and comfortable with. Yeah, but that's also because you're confident in yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I'm talking about that confident becomes you. The next workshop program, everybody all over the world can join us on the 27th of October. And the link is there. We can ask you to share the link because you can register.
All right, so we'll go.
Because it's important that you. A lot of times, sometimes we have confidence. Just like I took a dive at some point in my own 20s, and then I rise again. But some people have never even experienced what it feels like to have confidence. Going into that room and going into the back seat instead of the front seat. Or wanting to ask a question and don't think it's going to sound, I'm going to sound stupid. There's no such stupid question. You want to ask it, right? So I know what it's like to lack it, and I know what it's like to have it. And there's so many advantages. The doors that are open.
Yes. Yes.
That's why I'm on that mission. That these people to get that, to raise the level of their self-esteem, because the price you put on you, that's what's worth you put on you.
I like that. We have to have another conversation about this on Friday. I enjoyed a yacht party introduction to Miami, and the ladies on that yacht were just talking about do not ever put a figure on what you think you should be paid, because that is what you get. And they have been talking about finding out that there are people who speak in the Caribbean for $150,000, and they just you don't know, so you end up putting a figure on yourself. Don't do it.
Yes, I can remember Vice Mother was sharing about Les Brown on his first when he was at Boston. He was charged $5,000, charge him $25. He was like, what the $5? Instead of people send a check in the mail. So again, it's your self-worth, what you are worth. Right?
Yes.
I can remember one time Scotiabank asked me to speak just for half an hour. And I was like, oh my God, what do I act? Because you know when you know. Yeah, so I'm now more confident now to actually charge more for my speaking engagement.
Love it. So I know that we probably in the last 5 minutes, I don't even know, so I'm not even gonna go there. But I'm gonna tell you guys what I told Sonia earlier today. Over the years, she's come and every year she's come, I've had, we've created these pop-up shows that we're gonna create at 5 o'clock later today, guys. Like if you're in Plantation or anywhere surrounded Fort Lauderdale, come and see us. But I don't know, maybe it's about 10 years now. I think that I've been doing this with you every time you come up. And
your favorite is still the one around your neck.
This piece, necklace from Guyana. I don't even know if it's a necklace because I wear it as a belt. I wear it as a bracelet.
So
I wear it like right now. It's kind of like almost like it's a camisole underneath that it bends into whatever shape I put it. And then recently, like I would say a couple of years ago, I got these earrings. So this I probably got 10 years ago. This probably like 3. But look at how it works.
And that's the timeless pieces.
Timeless
pieces. So the outfits that you have from me also.
Yes. So like for me, my problem with clothes is I don't like to think about it. I don't, but I do so many things. Usually one of my best friends, Natasha, she don't like me saying this, but she sends me the stuff from her closet. I don't like to think about it. My mom sends me stuff, my aunt sends me stuff, that's how I dress. So I have found your pieces are pieces now that everywhere I take with me. And so I'm gonna pull up my suitcase and show you guys what I have. Oh, we come over to this side. Oh, we could bring it. We could bring it over. Imagine me showing people about clothes. Y'all don't even understand how terrible this is because I am so not a clothes person. So, okay. I love cottons and linens and stuff. I love simple. Like, imagine you showed me dress. You see,
like something like this with this here, and like because it's plain.
Of course.
And statement piece here. Very well.
So let me put this behind me. So this is me pulling out of my bag, guys. This I got from Sonia how many years ago?
Yeah, that's a long time ago. Yeah.
Because for those who follow your style evolution, they'll know exactly when you're creating these pieces.
And I love the flow of it.
This goes over dresses. This goes for
swimsuits.
This goes for correct beach to the ballroom. And when you move,
it just talks. Like a slim black dress, and you put that on.
I put it on over that. I put it on over jeans. I put it on over shorts. Everything. Yeah. And so in having to go to this yacht party, this was a piece that thought right away I can wear a Sonia Noel piece.
Lovely resort. In your next vacation, pieces like that you need to definitely have.
Again, I proper love linens. This is linen. This is another Sonia Noel piece.
Where's the yellow?
This,
I need to bring the yellow.
I didn't bring the yellow. There's a piece that she sent me that I can't figure out how to wear. I need help.
It's very simple because when I was in the house, I was like,
I know. Every y'all put it on and it was very simple. This is a pantsuit, and I'm gonna call Wendy in now. I wear it. I'm gonna call her really quickly to have her go try it on and put it on. I call back.
Any size that can go. And maybe you can bring a piece from there that shows.
I will. I really
any
will.
Size that can fit.
Any size.
Any size.
Then for me, because you're about jewelry as well, these pieces. So they had me hold some stuff, and I stole stuff. This necklace.
Yes.
So Wendy, I want you to just go behind there and put this on really quickly for me. It's a fast.
So put through here and just tie it.
And we only have like 5
Yeah,
here.
we only have a couple of minutes.
Okay. You can put it over that. I'm going into my jewelry box. These earrings.
Yes.
Sonia.
Some of them have actually the beads fall, like some of them fall like they want a longer version. Yes. Yes, let me just bring this up here. Yes,
Okay. Here. So what I want to explain to people is this, especially for me, busy professional, these pieces take me everywhere. And so one of the conversations I had off site is, Sonia, for sure, I want just you to do my wardrobe. You to do my wardrobe.
Thinking about this, imagine it fitted.
It fit me.
I'm not very
in such a gorgeous way.
The different styles, it just goes
Yes.
up and down. Yeah.
When how cute is that?
It's very cute.
Yeah, I was gonna be wearing that to the
should.
party. No, Amy, like this is
It's
just
literally comfortable too.
Yeah.
it's so comfortable. I went to
Pockets.
the party with
It has
it.
pockets too, yeah.
Of course, they have in the pocket when you just walked.
And we have different colors, and then you have solids too. Yes.
Gorgeous. So we're gonna pull a couple more pieces from Sonia's actual collection now that she has. This,
We have 3 minutes more.
3 minutes.
That
Look at that.
goes very well with this dress here. As you can see, the line.
I am definitely buying this dress.
That's very cute.
Is this me?
Yes.
I know exactly what I do though. I would cut the side and tie it so that I pull it in.
But the thing is, that side is already in, so when you could pull it up, it gets short.
What?
Gets
I
short.
should have known, Sonia. I had it figured out.
I see the lattice signatures there. I see the
This is
back.
exactly something I
Yeah.
It was. It is. I can see that. It's very, very, very pretty.
So you know, I try to steal this back from her.
Yeah, this is the line that I'm carrying out. You don't even have to feel I'm carrying that line.
Last time she brought this, I was like, I need this in my life. She's like, no, it's not for sale.
Yes, now I'm carrying the line, yes. And this here is actually a skirt that goes into a dress. You see how the
2
side
minutes.
pocket? Look.
Ooh, I like that.
And then it goes into a dress and then ties around here.
Okay.
And
It's
this
like
is
a
the
patchwork.
necklace.
Yeah, that necklace can go with so many things too. And then this is another necklace here. You see, and if you notice, you see that you like, I know you like something that
I know.
goes, you can go far up.
Yeah.
And this here too, like with the indigenous beads also, because it's
Sonia, I know we're wrapping up, so
We're
you're
wrapping
gonna
up.
have to tell people how to find you. If you're in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area today, but yes, come find us. But if not, how to find you online?
Sonia Noel, Facebook, Instagram, and you can always send me a WhatsApp or find her and then find me. And this here too is a fusion of Afro and indigenous. These are bob beads.
Nice.
So I like the fusion. Sometimes I do the Indo and the Afro together. So I do a lot of
That's Guyanese for
you.
you.
You see the flow. Yeah.
So good. We're gonna wrap this up because I know we're out of time. Thank you, Wendy, for just jumping
Thank
in.
you for being our model.
Thank you, Sonia.
Oh,
We're gonna continue
This
this
just went.
series. This went.
No, we have to do this again. Talking
Anthony,
about beauty.
thank
inside
you.
out.
Our first episode live together. And guys, follow us the entire weekend because tomorrow we are bringing you Carnival from the parade ground. We're bringing you all the stuff that Caribbean American Passport has been doing since we came to Miami, which is the yacht party. We did Citrus, we did Panorama, we did Road Ready. There's a lot. So follow us tomorrow live again.